Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be going over the 2019 Ram Rebel with the Rebel 12 package. And again, sorry about the wind noise. The weather here is a little bit nicer today, but it's still very, very windy. Under the hood here, we have the 5.7 liter Hemi that they've pushed back a little bit more for this generation. You're going to get 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque rated through the 8-speed automatic transmission. It's going to be good for 18 miles per gallon combined, 21 on the highway and 15 around town. Finishing up fronts, we still get those nice LED headlamps, and you can see the parking sensors integrated there, the nice sport hood that comes on these Rebels. This one's finished in maximum steel, so it's a very nice looking color with this overall. And then you can see the rims that look like they're taken right off our Power Wagon with those Wrangler tires. They look very aggressive, and obviously they're going to be good for the off-road. Walk around in the back, we have the bed here. We can unlock the truck. This is the key fob that comes with the Rebel. You can see the air suspension button, since it's had the air suspension to raise and lower. The remote start on top of that, so you just press that twice, locks it, and then it'll start it up. You can see the two black exhaust tips. They look very nice. Shut it right off. And then when you unlock it, you can see the tailgate has that slow lowering function. And then this one does have a bed liner on top of that. So we are in the back here. I just have the door closed to escape that stupid wind, but you can see the nice trim on the door. You still get some nice leather accents in here that are in that red, with the red contrast stitching down there, window controls, tons of legroom back here. You can get the recline function if you want. And then you can see the full panoramic sunroof. But these full leather seats, definitely a lot nicer, obviously a lot easier to clean. Get little cup holders there. And then you do get these little ice buckets on the side that give you a little bit extra storage space. And then obviously you can pull up the seats in the back here so that you can get extra storage underneath. Little USB ports outlet on top of it, and then you get ventilation in the rear. You get that keyless entry, so one touch to lock it and then one touch to unlock it. Got all your window controls right there. Your button for the power folding mirror, since this does have the power folding mirror option, but you can see your little power adjustment seat controls right there. And then your power adjustable pedals, your parking brake on top of that, but let's hop right inside. Now that we're on the inside here, we can see the gear selector. You can change the gears manually yourself if you want, the cruise control buttons. There are some rocker panels on the back of the steering wheel so that you can change the audio volume and channel, and then you have your controls here for the center stack right there. To turn that on, we just have to put the foot on the brake, push the push start. Truck will start right on, the gauges will do a sweep. But this little pad just controls that center stack. As you set it as a speedometer, but you can basically see any bit of information that you want on the truck right there. Again, telling me fuel's low, as always. This is another big nice thing of the Rebel 12. So it comes with a 12-inch screen that comes with the limiteds, and so you can see it's basically like a giant iPad. You get your analog climate controls on the outside of the screen. You can see your controls to the radio volume, and I go a little bit more in depth when I go over the limited with this if you want a little bit more information on the screen, but it basically has split screen function with certain things like the controls tab for the heated seats and heated steering wheel. You can see the backup camera does a split screen. You can see a little receiver hitch. You can basically zoom in on that, and then right there for the lines when you're backing up. But yeah, it's like an iPad, instantaneous response time, and it's just gigantic with the screen. Obviously your radio controls. Down here you have your parking sensors. I'll turn those on. You can turn those on or off. Your tow haul mode, electronic stability control, the manual adjustment for the air suspension, trailer brake, CD players right there, your cup holders with your center console right here, and then you get extra storage under there. And this slides back and forth. And then you can see you have your little charging station to hold your phones right there. And obviously you can get wireless charging with these. And then you get another outlet right there. And in the trucks you do get the dual glove box function, so you get plenty of storage space in the truck. You can see a nice stitching on the dash, more of that red trim. And then you can see the seats. And then the panoramic from here. The controls for the power rear sliding windows right there. Then all of your controls for the sunroof, the lights up front, and then a universal garage door opener. But let's just get right into the driving portion. So we are starting off here in the 2019 Rebel obviously. And like I said, I was really excited to be able to get my hands on one of these because this is more similar to the Rebel that I have. Even though my Rebel's a previous generation, mine has the full leather seats, and so this is kind of like the successor to the truck that I have now. And that's why I was so excited to be able to get into it, because I get to look at the new version of what I have now. And everything I said about the prior Rebel when I drove that one up one of our canyons still stays true. It's super smooth with the air suspension. Obviously they're very capable on the off-road. You have that hill descent control, you have the axle lock as well, and so that really helps out when you're going on the off-road. And then obviously those really aggressive tires help out on top of everything. But the nice thing about this Rebel 12 package is it kind of adds an extra layer to the Rebel, because some people don't want to go for the Rebel because you can't get all the tech stuff necessarily, and on top of that you obviously originally couldn't get full leather seats. So now the fact that you can get your full leather and you can get the 12-inch touchscreen with all the new technology, that makes this a great offer. Because if you want the Rebel but you don't want to give up the luxury, this is the one to go for, instead of being torn between getting a Rebel or a Laramie or maybe a Limited because you're just not sure which route you want to go. This kind of combines all of it together in a way, because you get the full leather and the technology, and then you get the Rebel's off-road capability, which is really nice. So we are going to take it onto the interstate to get a little bit of an acceleration on the Rebel 12. It's going to accelerate obviously identically to the prior Rebel, but if you didn't see that video that I had, then obviously this will be your first chance to see that, or if you have seen that video, then it'll be a little bit of a refresher for you. The truck actually corners really well. That balance on that new engine helps out a lot. And acceleration wise, it gets up and goes more than easily enough. It has more than enough power out of that 5.7 Hemi, and that 8-speed automatic transmission just goes through the gears so smoothly and so quickly. On the highway now, it's going over these roads exceptionally well for how beat up our roads are here and how bumpy they are. You can see it's bumping a little bit, but that's just because there's so many undulations in the road and so many bumps, and the truck's going over it so smooth actually. And then to sum things up, so where this would go for you, if you want the off-road capability of the Rebel, obviously if you need to take a truck off-road, or you just like the look of it because it looks cool with the sport hood and with the bigger tires that are for off-road use, and just the look of it's awesome. So if you love that look, but then you want the tech stuff, and then obviously, you know, more features. So like this one has the Harman Kardon sound system, so it's got the 19-speaker sound system with a subwoofer. You get all those extra tech features, and you get the full leather. Then I would go for the Rebel 12 package, because it's the best of both worlds, where you get the luxury and the tech and the upgraded sound system and all of that, and then you also get to have that off-road Rebel package. And there we have it, everyone, the 2019 Rebel 12 package. Thank you so much for watching. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, leave a like down below, comment down below what you thought, and I will see all of you in that next video.